This entire hearing came down to one uncomfortable reality. Questions were asked, but very few answers were clearly given. When Congressman Ted Lieu took the floor, the tone shifted instantly. This was no longer routine political back and forth. It felt controlled, deliberate, almost like an interrogation. He didn't begin with Jeffrey Epstein or accusations. Instead, he started with something simple: process. How investigations move, who reviews critical files, and what ultimately reaches the highest level of authority. Step by step, he built a logical chain that was difficult to escape. If a case is important, it reaches leadership. If Epstein's case was important, then leadership had visibility. The reasoning was straightforward, but the implications were heavy. As the focus tightened, the answers became more cautious. Not outright denials, but not confirmations either. Just careful language, phrases like, "not appropriate to discuss," or "cannot be disclosed publicly." That's when the tension truly set in. Because the real issue wasn't just what exists in those files, but why the public doesn't fully see them. Over the years, various names have surfaced in documents tied to Epstein: associates, contacts, individuals who crossed paths with him. But being mentioned is not the same as being guilty, and that distinction cannot be ignored. Even Donald Trump, like other public figures, has appeared in past records, yet no court has proven involvement in Epstein's crimes. And still, the larger question remains unanswered. If records exist, if details are known, why does transparency always seem incomplete? By the end of the exchange, one thing became clear: when the stakes are high, institutions speak carefully. Not everything is denied, but not everything is revealed. And in that narrow space between silence and disclosure is where doubt begins to grow. Because sometimes the most powerful moment in a hearing isn't what is said, it's what is left unsaid.